First and foremost, I want to say just kind of thank you and just a little gratitude and appreciation for everyone who reached out after my videos yesterday about posting some science and some studies with acetaminophen and neurocognitive or neurodevelopmental issues that we know is happening. So thank you for those who liked the video. Please share that video. People need to know the truth. But I want to address a major issue that's probably infecting a lot of you guys, and that is how we're thinking about this stuff. Okay, so this isn't, me versus the medical system or functional medicine versus traditional medicine. That's not the point, y'all. And if you think for a second that, or if your mindset and way of thinking is X causes Y or A causes B, you're missing the point. You're missing the boat, because I don't think I've ever told anybody, patients, friends, family, anybody, that I think this causes this when it comes to all of these major issues. Now, what we know in the science and the literature and the research and the clinical application with all of this stuff is, in our culture, right? It's just toxic. It's toxic in so many ways. Our environment is polluted. Our water is toxic. Our food is poisoned with pesticides and herbicides. Our hygiene products that we're putting on our bodies and in our bodies every day have an effect on us. Medications, vaccines, you name it. All of these things are overwhelming our system. So let me put it as elementary and simply as I can, that some of you guys may have never even heard of this before. But in my practice on a daily basis, right? So I run a lot of amazing labs on people that are not found in traditional medicine. You're just not getting these things done. One of those being what's called organic acids testing. And in this urine test, it can show us things like vitamins and minerals and things that are you at adequate levels, or are you deficient in things? Okay, one of those things is called glutathione. Okay, now again, don't think I'm saying this is causing everything. This is just an example, but glutathione is naturally produced in your body by primarily your liver. Glutathione is your body's primary, most potent, most powerful antioxidant. Okay, that's important. It's crucial because antioxidants like glutathione fight the bad stuff that's causing inflammation, oxidative stress. And oxidative stress and inflammation literally are quite literally underlying every health condition, every disease, everything, right? You cannot find a disease, a chronic disease, an acute disease without inflammation, right? So glutathione is important. Now here's the point. Here's my point in bringing that up, is with the hundreds of organic acid labs that I've done on my patients, my family, myself, I have had literally, probably on the count of one hand, the number of people that have adequate and sufficient glutathione production in their bodies. Okay, why might that be? So we know that our bodies are trying their hardest, like fighting for their life, specifically your liver in this case, fighting for its life to detoxify from all of the inundation of things that we're putting in, on, and surrounding our bodies with, okay? So you think about that, right? Your liver is your primary detoxification organ. If your liver's not functioning highly, if it's not functioning optimally, if it's sluggish, that's what's going on in 90 plus or more percent of us. I'm telling you guys, because it just can't keep up unless you're living a natural, functional medicine type lifestyle, doing everything you can to replace hygiene products with clean, natural things, to not clean with chemicals, natural, clean things, like eating some organic food, whole food, not packaged, processed, high sugar, high fructose corn syrup, all of the food dyes, the chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, all these things. I could go on. And water, if you're not filtering your water, all of these things, your body just can't keep up, guys. It just can't, right? That's not how it was designed to work. Okay, it's designed to do those things, but it's just being overwhelmed. The system's being overwhelmed. Okay, so the point with that is, in regards to yesterday's video with Tylenol, acetaminophen, vaccination, if you want to throw those in, is maybe X doesn't cause Y, or Y cause Z, however you want to think about it. It's an accumulation of these toxicities in us that we're not able to mitigate, detoxify from. And so if you think about our little babies, right, our kids, our toddlers, our kids that are growing, they are in a rapid, but also it's just a crucial developmental time from the time they're born, even in utero, actually, let's back up, in utero, the time they're born through the age of 10, 12, into the teenage years. These systems of the body are not mature. The immune system is not fully functioning. It's not at the rigor, it's not at the, what am I trying to say, the resilience of maybe someone like myself or another adult. Right? So think about it that way. That's where the mindset needs to change. How many things are you introducing into your child, okay? And not just medications, not just vaccines. Can I say that word? I don't even know. But food, water, products. Guys, all of these things are accumulating inside our little kiddos that are susceptible to this toxicity. And we know this is what it just blows my mind, is we know what these things are doing. If you study atrazine, a chemical that we're spraying on our lawns and golf courses, the chemical that kills weeds, if you study food dyes, individual food dyes, we know factually that they're carcinogenic, that they're oxidative stress causing, that they're neurodevelopmental issues with these chemicals. So if we're exposing ourselves to these things and our kiddos to these things on a daily basis, day in, day out, and then we add in something like a medication, a Tylenol, a fever reducer, a cough medicine, like what do you think's gonna happen inside? Little food for thought for today, okay? Mindset and how you think about these things, I think, is the biggest problem in our culture. Not anti-medicine. Medicine saves lives. Antibiotics, steroids, potentially vaccinations, okay? That's not the point, okay? So when people are accused of being anti-vaxxers or anything in that world, anti-medicine, you can take a look at someone like me who that's completely false. I've never once claimed any of that stuff, okay? You look at heads in our government like an RFK Jr., if you actually listen to the man, okay, like him, love him, hate him, it doesn't matter. You listen to his logic, and this is what he's been trying to say for years, is something like yesterday with acetaminophen. We've known for years of what it does if a woman takes too much in pregnancy. It's linked to neurodevelopmental issues, right? Okay, so that's one thing that might be part of X, but what else is part of X? Okay, introducing too many things too fast to these little developing immune systems, to these little developing neurological systems, giving them the improper foods that are full of chemicals. That's another little part of X. Bathing them in chemicals. That's another little part of X. You guys get the point. Little pieces of X that eventually can turn into the Y. I'm out for today. See you later.